Yay! Okay, welcome everybody to our Tuesday night. It is September 1st. I don't even know.
Congratulations, everybody. Great job.
Super great job. It's amazing. I'm actually going to let Andrea start us off so for those of you that are new to Zoom tonight, and from time to time, remind me, we need to do this because there's new people joining our Zoom all the time. But Andrea Hatch is our upline. And so I am under Andrea, and then we've joined for these Zooms. There's some of Andrea's team and my team, my group. And so Andrea, whenever she presents the big picture, it is including our group, which is from me down. And we make up about 40% of Andrea's group. So when she gives you the numbers tonight, we are about 40% of that, we being under Melissa. She's also, some of her people are on here as well. And so these numbers pertain to them as well. So she's going to give kind of the big picture, and then I'm going to break it down for those under me. And that's where we're going to start tonight. We're going to talk about August numbers. We're going to talk about September, and then we're going to finish the call with, I have a question for you about first of the month. And in the interim, in the chat, any recognition that you want shouted out, put it in there, please, because we have some newly promoted consultants and some shout outs. If you went active for the first time, shout yourself out. Or if anybody wants to shout out any of their team members, put it in the chat. So, all right, Andrea, do you want to start us off with some big picture numbers? Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So August was, okay, I was blown away, seriously blown away. So we have to start there because, okay, so the big picture here is they're in our group, which you are obviously all included in. There's 8,630 of us, okay? The total number for sales for August, $1,816,576.53.
And Andrea, say that number. Say that number one more time.
$1,816,576.53.
And that was our GWV, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so hold on. That's the GW. We actually sold $2.4 million in product. Exactly. That's what that, did I steal that from you? Were you going to say that?
No, that's perfect. So
okay, because that converts to $2.4 million in retail. Okay, all right, go ahead, Andrea.
That is insane. So yeah, super exciting. So I apologize. I kind of messed up on this because this was at 10 o'clock Mountain Time, which yeah, you'll have to kind of figure out what your time is. But as of this morning, from the time we launched our products, the group, again, 8,630 of us, $581,219. Okay, that is just like mind-blowing. So you guys, cheers to all of you. I'm telling you, that was fantastic.
$775,000 in retail product by 10 a.m. Mountain Time today.
Like, yeah, that's so.
Like, Andrea, what would be, do you happen to have any kind of ballpark idea like what your GWV is on the first day of any average month?
Usually around like 60,000.
That would sound about right. So 60,000. Yeah. So 60,000 GWV is about 60.75, $80,000 in sales on the first day of any given month, and we did $500,000 by 10 a.m. What? Like what? And that's our group. That's from Andrew down. Like, I can't stop being excited about this and getting so jazzed over anytime we talk about these numbers. You guys, to go from a normal $80,000 day on the first to $500,000 by 10 in the morning. Like, what? This is insane. Insane. So, okay, Andrea, go on.
No, so those were the numbers. I just wanted to tell you, like,
Thank you.
yeah, truly, like the most phenomenal ending to a month and the beginning to a month. I cannot wait to see what September is going to bring, because this is just insane.
And that is what we're so excited about, is talking to you about how we finished in August, how we started off September, and what that means to you for this month. So,
so congratulations, everyone.
No kidding, congratulations.
Fantastic.
Amazing. So for our group, me down, to break out that little 40% segment of Andrea's, we did $987,000 in retail sales for the month of August. And just today, we've already done $292,000. So we've, in one day, done, what is that, about a third of what we did all month in August. I'm gonna turn the baby monitor off so it doesn't beep. Okay, we had 166 promotions in our group for August. That is 112 people, consultants certified. 34 consultants went to lead, 11 consultants went to star, 3 consultants went to superstar consultant, and we had 6 director promotions in our group. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So those graphics will be posted shortly. And then for sales, we had 276 consultants in our group that sold over $1,000 in products for August. Of those 276, 77 of them were sold over 2,000. 14 of them sold over 3,000. 6 sold over 4,000. 3 consultants sold over 5,000. And 1 consultant, the highest consultant in our group, $7,835 in PRV for the month of August. And I just spoke to her right before this call. And not only did she promote to director this month, we're going to shout her out, but she also has 11 parties booked for September. And so she is killing it. And that is a shout out to Cynthia Abraham. So when I post the graphic on Together We Scent, make sure that you shout her out as a congratulations. Huge things happened in August, and even bigger things are going to happen in September. Mary Jane, you almost hit star director numbers in the month of August, and the only thing that you need is one more frontline director. And I know you know this, but I'm saying this for the group. This is how I also am going to go out on a limb here and say that we are going to be on Superstar Director Watch this month for, should I tell you who? Who's it going to be? Tammy Frazier, Superstar Director Watch, which means Robin Martin was cheering. That's because that means Robin Martin would promote to director this month, and Lydia would promote to director this month. Debbie Kuna, my eyes are on you this month. That's unrelated from Tammy's promotion, but Lydia and Robin and Julie Higdon, you guys are on Director Watch. Annette, I know you're watching for director, which means Wendy's watching for director, and Debbie's watching for director. Jen Derrick, I know you have your sights on director. So this is, if nothing else, I want you to pay attention to those that are on Zoom. I'm looking at faces and calling them out. These are the people we're putting on watch. These are the people that are showing up on Zoom. These are the consultants that are working their businesses and making things happen. So right now, by being on this Zoom, you are in contact with other consultants that are making things happen. As I look around the screen, I see Cassie. Cassie's going to be on target to gain director status and title back this month. Lisa Godfrey, we've got you on watch because you're kicking butt. Sarah, you're going to add somebody to your team so that you can have your very first promotion. I mean, things are happening. Things are happening. So let's see, what was this number? 137. What was my number? Tammy, why did I write down 137? I don't remember what that number is. Anyhow, okay, so I told you how many
Was that
people.
100 and was that 137 that would have promoted with?
No, I haven't
No.
gotten to that one
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I wrote down 137, but I don't remember what it means. Already today, we have 19 consultants that have sold over $1,000, 9 that sold over $2,000, and 4 people that are over $3,000 in sales on day one. You guys, amazing, amazing. And shout yourself out if you are one of those people. Shout yourself out in the chat. My goodness. We had 1,667 consultants that were active in August. So that means over $200 in the system. Already on day one, 509 are active. Amazing, amazing. Now, here's one interesting piece. So when Tammy and I were running some numbers before this call, we wanted to run a number or run a report to see how many consultants in our group had the sales in the system to promote, but did not have a team. And there's 83 consultants in our group that in August would have promoted in title if they had had a team because they had the sales in for that promotion. So there were consultants that could have promoted from certified to star consultant, but didn't have 3 active frontline, 2 active frontline for star, but, or didn't have 3 to go to superstar consultant. So Victoria's saying that's me. Recruiting is how you grow your business. Recruiting is how you grow your business. We added, oh, maybe that's what that number was. That's what it was. We added 137 new consultants to our group last month, which is outstanding because anytime we add anybody to our group, that means you added somebody to your team, you added somebody to your downline, you gave yourself the potential for a pay raise and a promotion. But just to put things in the grand scheme of things, our group is really below the average for adding new consultants to the team. So we had 137 new consultants join in August, and a superstar director that has a comparable organization to Andrea added 2,000 consultants to her group in the month of August. So we added 137, she added 2,000. Now granted, that means she's 2.5 times the size of me, but she is, so I'd be interested to see how many new consultants were added from Andrea down so that it could be a comparison. Andrea, would you be able to run that really quickly? Or do you want me to? Okay, I might be able to run it actually, but because I would be interested to see as a group where we are in line, because that group that I just compared us to, not compare, that's the wrong word, but that I'm using kind of as a benchmark on the high mark is on the high side of things. But 137 versus 2,000, there's a big discrepancy. Well, that's also why that 2,000 is why their teams are growing, and there were so many more promotions. We had 166 promotions in August, and she had 634 promotions in August. So growing your team is how you build this business, okay? So that is what we wanna do, is get everybody in the mindset of not just thinking about sales. Sales will come. Sales are your income for today. Parties are your income for tomorrow, but sponsoring and building a team is your income for forever. That is your future income, okay? All right, so let me get over really quickly to, and please don't misunderstand, there is not a single thing that I'm saying that makes me disappointed or feel like we are the best, of course. There's nothing that could take the wind out of my sails with regards to what our group is doing and what you guys are doing for your businesses. I just know there's potential to be more and do more and for you to get paid more. So, chat. There's tons of chats, so I love it. Tons of consultants shouting each other out. Ashley just reinstated this month to reach 2,000 PRV in her first month back. That is awesome. We have, and you can unmute too if you want to give a shout out. Unmute yourself and give your shout out. Anybody that you see that's on, if you want to shout yourself out, do it.
Jody, thanks for being on. Is this your first or second Zoom?
First one.
Yay,
And-
Jody!
She is 12 PRV away from certifying.
That
So-
is
She's
awesome.
She's going to certify tonight because I went on her VIP page and went live to ask somebody to do a surprise PWS order to get her certified.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations, Jody. Welcome. We're so
Thank
excited to
you.
have you.
I'm excited too.
Let's see.
Artie, are you on?
Already promoted.
Artie
Yes,
promoted,
I'm
and
here.
not only did she promote, but the girl, her downline underneath her, also promoted in the month of August. So I'm super proud of both of them,
That's awesome.
which put me at $275 away from promoting last month.
It's
So
going to happen
September
this
is
month.
our month.
You guys,
September is our month.
September is the month. September is the month. Already
So
go ahead.
I just have one thing to say. I have one consultant and 4 days to get my sensational start level 3. I need one new consultant, one new active consultant, because Becky is active because she placed an order this morning already. So
And Becky's order is over $200.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So she's my downline though. So I have her as an active consultant already this month. I have 4 days to get one more active consultant underneath me so I can complete sensational start level 3. And I'm like,
Awesome.
I'm frustrated because I feel like I don't know where I'm going to get this other consultant from.
Yeah. Well, you have
And it-
4 days to do it. You can do this.
And get them to 200 PRV, which is going to be, I mean, that's going to be a chore.
Yeah,
Listen,
but didn't you just
do
say
it.
Becky did it?
Yeah, but Becky bought a whole bunch of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, so that don't count.
Rachel Connor got Sensational Start level 3, and she got her 2 people to join. She flipped them literally in like the last 24 hours. So you
do
can
it.
do it.
Fair enough.
You got
Artie.
it.
Artie, say challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Heck yeah, that's right. Okay, Alyssa Surgeon just certified today after joining last month. Already made lead. Ashley reinstated. Rebecca Garrett got certified. Let's see. Sharon O became a lead consultant. Marianne Wendling had 625 PRV. She does not have any inventory at all. Let's see. Mary was this close to becoming a star consultant in August, so September is her month. Tina did 1075 by herself. I love Robin Martin's advice. Find a buddy and help each other push for promotion. Wendy, that's what you and Annette do. I know that there's many of you that have paired up, but buddies in this business are the best thing ever. And I don't mean Scentsy buddies because those are cool too, but having somebody that pushes you, having somebody that you can check in with and that holds you accountable is a huge, huge thing. Brittany and Artie, I bet you guys collaborate all the time. So you push each other. So go ahead, Brittany.
Honestly, Artie didn't even know she promoted. And I called and I was angry at her for not letting me know. And she's like, what do you mean I promoted? And I was like, well, Becky became certified, which puts you where you needed to be to promote for lead. And she's like, I did. And I was like, yes, you are a lead consultant. So I wasn't mad no more that she didn't tell me because I got to share the good news with her.
That's
Yeah, it was
awesome.
kind of really funny because I was in the car with Becky and like we hadn't even made it home yet when Brittany called and she's like, I am very mad at you. And I'm like, what would I do? She's like, you promoted. You didn't even tell me. I was like, what do you mean I promoted? When did I do this?
That's
She
awesome.
goes, I don't know, but you're a lead consultant. I just ran my downline report and you're a lead consultant.
That's awesome. Great looking out, Brittany. That's awesome. Cassie DeForest is 1038 PRV and 3 active frontline. Brittany, September is my month for star. She was $275 away. Lisa Godfrey, closest to superstar consultant numbers she's ever been before. So it's definitely going to happen this month. I feel it. Rachel Connor hit sensational start level 3. Oh, Nicole had her very best month ever in August. Woo, woo. Awesome. Jennifer McAllister promoted to certified and is ready for more. She also so far is at level 1 sensational start and working towards level 2. Wendy's team has 4 active and has 2230 in GWV just for today. Rachel double promoted to star. Victoria Hadden added 2 new team members in August and is on lead consultant promotion watch. Cassie, I love the team support we have too. Thank you for shouting that out. Britta was giving Artie advice and saying flip a host. That's how you can get an easy consultant ready to go and active. Julie Higdon had an amazing month. And lots of people want buddies, not Scentsy buddies, but accountability buddies. I have to tell you, you guys, so I work Scentsy full time, and a lot of times I will set up my virtual cubicle when I'm working in my office, and I will be on FaceTime with 1 or 2 or 3 other people, and we are just working while, I mean, Wendy and Annette, I think you guys do that, don't you? You guys just kind of, you have your virtual cubicles and you talk, and it's kind of fun just having other people to bounce ideas off of as you're doing things and getting things done. I know that that might not be an option for those of you that work full-time during the day, but then you find a buddy who also works full-time during the day that is on your, that you mesh well with, and maybe you guys set aside an hour at night or in the evening to have your virtual cubicle. Okay, how do you flip a party? Brittany Hubbard, there is training on the workstation. Type in flip, party, host flip, or
Okay, because I have a party coming up on September 19th, and the girl, and I was telling her, I was like, I know, I'm not sure 100% how to do it, but I know that we could flip the party and have you join. And she was like, could you find out how to do that? Because if you can find out how to do it, the day of my party, we'll flip my party and I'll join.
Yeah, there is tons of trains. We will get, I mean, anybody that wants to post also and point everybody into the direction of host flipping. That is something everybody needs to know how to do. That should be one of your very last questions when you are getting ready to close out a party. That has to be part of your host debriefing before you close out a party. When you're talking about host rewards with your host, you should also be talking about flipping and making that their first party, okay? So let's get really good at 2 things, virtual parties and host flipping. And then if we wanna add a third, it's follow up, just like the graphic I posted today. Follow up, book parties, and flip hostesses. What did I want to say? I lost it. But let's talk for just a second too about what are some things that you do on the very first day of the month with your business. So if you have a checklist of things that you do on the very first of the month, like I'm going to call him Mary Jane. I don't even know if she has a checklist. I'm going to call him Mary Jane and then Annette. I want to know some things that you do on the first day of the month. Like for me,
are you talking about
September? I'll give you an example. On the very first day of the month, I set up my party link for my online parties so that that party shows up on my website and it's always called. So last month it was August online orders. This month it's September online orders. I always have a party open on my workstation for people to join if they are shopping and ordering online. I want to funnel them into a party. I'm the host of that party, but that's a way for me to try to funnel orders into one party that I can close out at the end of the month and take advantage of the host rewards. So that is probably one of my very first things that I do is I will add that to my website. What else? I always run my report for my downline the first day of the month because I want to see where we finished up for the month prior. I also, on the first day of the month, and this is high level, but this is what I do on the first day of the month. I calculate my commission check. That's something that is, I mean, I'm in business and I do this full time. I need to know what my check is going to look like so that I know how to budget for the month. So I calculate my commission check, set up my new party link. What else do I do? I don't have my checklist in front of me because I'm on vacation. Darn it. So I'm trying to do all of this from my head.
Goals on Amy.
Set your goals on Amy. Yes, that is a great one. What else? Okay, so Mary Jane, Annette, now you know where I'm going with that.
Okay, I do set up a party the first, always. And what I do is I go on my performance tab at the first thing in the morning. Well, I set out a couple of hello team to my team and hello to my VIPs. And I always take snapshot pictures of my entire team on the first of the month on the performance tab. And so I have a reference to go back like in a week and I look at those numbers and I go back and I look at another week and I can see exactly who's ordering what. And I try to, I keep track of who has parties, who has events, and I check in with them. How'd your event go? I do follow-ups on Amy every single day. And I go down a list of all last month's orders and see who I might be able to talk to about joining my team.
Perfect. Thank you. Annette, what do you do on the first day of the month?
My brain is usually like so much information after month end because I'm usually hustling into the very last minute. But what I typically do is prior to the end of the month, I print off newsletters Heather has been creating, and I get those. So what I'm doing tonight while we're on here is I'm folding those. I'm putting my sticker sheets in it for people that I haven't sent stuff for. But what I typically do is I do a brain dump. And I did this actually today when I was on a leadership call at work while I was taking notes on that leadership call. But I basically put my goal was 3,000. I kind of put my goal out there, my reach, and I put 3,000 and promote the director. I listed out what home parties I already had scheduled. And so I forecast, okay, if I want to hit this number, I have to have this number every week. And I also highlight September products for that month. Heidi and Orville give away a lot of information. And a lot of times, if you're listening to that, just alone, I'll go through them really quickly. I have 10 opportunities for the month of September. And there are surprises that are coming. The NHL warmers, the NFL warmers will get to Donnie Appleseed Brick, Cider Mill dish soap and counter clean bundle, the 10th anniversary of the Buddies. We already know what they are. I'm going to pre-order them. 3-bar pumpkin bundle, those come out the 8th, so you can take pre-orders for that. You can also bundle it like Heather did, where she did the bundle plus a fragrance flower for 31 or 33, I can't remember the dollar amount. And Rachel Pence is pushing the wall fan diffuser with a light or without a light in one fall pod. You can pick your pod or she can surprise you. That's product in the catalog. And the last one was because we have fragrance flowers to promote the bundle of 3 to make perfect gifts. So right there, I have 10 opportunities, and that's not even including the stuff that Heidi and Orville might drop throughout the month, but I'm always planning my next big order. I'll post and say, next big order going in is the 8th because that's when the pre-orders for that. So if you're always planning, and then after doing that, then I touch base with my team to find out what their thoughts are and what their goals are. But I try to do that within the first couple of days of the month.
And I love something that you said that made me think you don't have to wait for Scentsy to put out a bundle of anything to be able to promote it to your customers. Take something that you love. If it's a fragrance flower, and like you said, Annette, if it's this fragrance flower and you absolutely love, this particular scent in it, bundle it with a counter clean in the same scent and call it your whatever, your favorite bundle. And you're charging catalog prices for it, but just because you're bundling it together for customers, yeah, baby, love you. Okay, I love you, sweetheart. Just because you're bundling it together, promote it. Customers don't know the catalog like we do. Customers don't know the prices of things like we do. You're not charging anything special. It's the price of a fragrance flower and the price of a counter clean added together, and you're just bundling it and putting it in front of them. Just like Rachel, and Sarah, I see your hand. Just like Rachel took a wall fan either with a light or without a light and 1 pack of fall pods, boom, that's a bundle. And she's charging regular price for it, but you're creating something that is a package that customers think they need to have. So it is very, very effective to market your own, pick something that you love that you can personally endorse and give testimonial on, because that's what's convincing to people to purchase. Sarah.
You were talking about they don't know the prices like we do. So I got onto Canva and I used all the free stuff and I made this. It's fall and I want it all bundle. It was get all 10 of the new scents, pick 2 other scents for free. They were flipping out in my VIP group. This is such a great deal and I get to have it all. And I had another consultant say something to me about, what are you doing? And I told her about it. She goes, well, how do you do that? I said, it's just 2 6-packs. That's all it is. It's normal pricing. They just didn't know it like we know it.
They don't know it like we know it. And they don't think of it like we think of it. And so, yeah, I absolutely love it. And I think what I loved even more than that idea was Annette's reaction to that idea. Annette's reaction was classic. You didn't see it. Annette, you may have to recreate. That's what. So that's just it. Sometimes
a little over the top, but I will tell you that is great, Sarah, because a lot of times people just don't get it, and all you're really doing in doing that, and because you created your own in your VIP, it's not like all the other ones other people created. So that's the beauty of it. And I tell you, if you are following influencers, when I got into the Thursday night, what's it called, Melissa, the night shift. I started watching the videos, and I watched last week, which Heather Gorsuch did her party while we were on another screen. And my mind was blown at some of the stuff she'd say. She's like, I don't know what the price of it is, but I'll find out for you. And just the fact that if you're watching Billy Sue and several of the people, every single day they make their bed, which I don't know if you're a maker of the bed. You can see mine is not made. However, they spray Scentsy Fresh on it every day. Now, you know what? You know everybody on their page is buying damn Scentsy Fresh. So my challenge to all of you is make your bed. I ordered some new Scentsy Fresh, so I'm going to start spraying my bed every day. My friends are not going to believe I've made my bed. Just saying.
Yeah. Wendy. Oh, you're okay. There you are.
Challenge accepted with the make. We're gonna do this. I like messaged them to say, "Hey, are you up?" Because I knew the ones. I asked them who was gonna be up placing an order, whether they were gonna stay up all night or they were setting their alarms. So I was like, "Do we need a coffee date?" I was checking in to make sure, hey, this is what's going on. I'm working on doing the videos. I have 5 open online parties. So I'm working on that because that's my downfall. but I try to reach out to my team, and I'm trying to check in like for their birthdays and their anniversaries to shout them out throughout the month when their Scentiversary is and their birthday is. And then promote the warmer of the month.
Perfect. Okay. Anything anybody else wants to talk about or share or add before? Okay. So I'm going to go with Robin, then Annette, and then Artie. And if there was anybody else.
So mine's just really quick. On the first, I always review last month's newsletters to see who clicked and who opened things up. And then I send a little note to them to make sure that they know that I know that they're looking at it. And the other thing is I schedule all my posts for the month for my Facebook group, for my Facebook page.
That's genius. I need to get better at doing that. Darn it. It's the easiest tool and I need to do it. Hey, well, this is social media month. September is our social media month, and we're going to couple that with sponsoring. Social media and sponsoring is what we're going to get good at this month. And darn it all.
If you have a hard time scheduling for an entire month, I will tell you what has worked for me, because everybody kept saying consistency, is I try to do it every Sunday night, and I try to at least have something, whether it's a quote, something personable, or something, a live picture, what have you. I try to do that because that makes it so that you're consistent in your group and they see that you're still selling Scentsy. But I will tell you, I went live and I posted it in the group because I don't have a problem hitting the live button. And I know that some people, it's like terrifying to go live and do a quick video. But you know what? I've been at the pool all day. My hair looked like crap. I had no makeup on. I wore some fun pineapple glasses. But I just went live on that thing, and just make it, if you tried it, I think this one was maybe 9 minutes long, way too long. You try to keep it 3 to 5 minutes. You'd be surprised how many people will view that on your regular page and be able to comment or whatever. If you follow me, take the one I posted today, or if I can put it in the group. I just did 4 scenes of a front porch for Halloween. I have like 40 some comments on it. And some of them will say, that one's you, blah, blah, blah. But the thing of it is, now they're seeing it. So before I go to bed, I'm going to post the 15.5 million that we sold, what's still available. And guess what? Every one of them are going to see it because they posted on my page today.
Artie.
I was just gonna say, one of my favorite things to do for like promoting things, my sister kind of gave me a hard time about it. I don't have a washer or dryer like in my house. So one of my favorite things to do is make sure that I have like a brand new tub of washer whiffs with me when I go to the laundromat. And I just kind of randomly walk up to people and say, here, smell this.
That's awesome.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, that's very cool. Okay, Ashley raised her hand. Go ahead,
Hey,
Ashley.
okay. I just wanted to see if anybody had some tips when it comes to shipping samples at the beginning of the month, because that's one of my things I wanted to do at the beginning. I made a whole bunch of sample bags of the Warmer of the Month brochure and a couple of the sample, like just little sample sizes of the brick. And I have these little like 6x9 mailers. They're super, super thin and lightweight, but I'm still paying like $4 a pop. So I don't know if there's anybody that has anything that I can do it cheaper. I've been doing it on the pirate ship. I don't know if there's anything else. I've been actually hand delivering most of them just so I can save the extra $4 each person.
Lisa Godfrey might have your answer. Please.
So honestly, if you have people that you're shipping to every month, you should try felt samples. It's going to save you a lot of money. If you just dip a quick felt shape in a sample, put it in a baggie, you can put it in a regular letter envelope and you can just use a stamp. So you got your warm, exactly, like Mary's holding up. You got your warmer scent and warmer of the month brochure. You throw it in there with a felt sample, maybe like a quick note, your host join brochure, and you just send that out to your customers every month. And you don't have to worry about like a catalog. You could throw a product sheet in there if maybe you think they don't know everything that's on available. But that's how I started saving myself money, because I was doing this thing. I was and sometimes I'll throw in 2 felt samples. I'll do, like, if I'm feeling frisky, I'll do like a scent of the month felt sample. And then it's like last month I did first day of fall felt sample. I threw it in also, and got a bunch of sales on that bar. So felt samples are the way to go to save yourself some money.
Absolutely. Ashley, were you, how many samples were you looking to include?
I was putting 2 in each because I know a lot of the places that I was sending them they were like, I have a couple in that family unit that order. So I wanted to make sure each of them had one.
Okay.
And
So-
they're, I mean, I made them with the rubber molds or whatever. They're like,
yeah. And that's
these little
just,
ones.
that's exactly, yes. So the felt sample is going to be cheaper. The hand deliver ones, the molds are great. The felt sample is going to be cheaper. Let me tell you about, and Mary, I'm going to get to you in 1 second. Becker, you were sending out chunks of wax and she came across the same issue. I was sending mine out in bubble mailers and my packs were thick and my packs weigh 8 ounces. And it was costing me $3.21. It cost me $3.21 to send out my packs, and it cost Becker more than that to send out a letter envelope with chunky wax in it. So I think maybe the felt sample option might work for you as well, instead of doing the chunks of wax. But Mary, what were you gonna say?
Basically the same thing. I was sending out wax in the molds, and I switched to felt samples because it's cheaper and they don't melt in the summer.
Yep.
Right.
The felt samples.
It's the thickness for sure that gets you every time.
Every
Because you
time.
can definitely put, like, for example, I was putting in those envelopes a product list, a scent circle with a note written on it, and like 2 to even 3 bring back my bar felt samples and a business card, and I was still only putting on a 70-cent stamp. So you can definitely get more bang for your buck with them for sure.
Now, what do you guys do to dress up the envelope a little bit? Because I feel like the regular white envelopes are kind of, I don't know. I don't think they feel like, they don't feel professional to me or eye-catching.
Throw some stickers on there, girls.
Stickers.
Stamp it.
Right on it.
Right on it.
Washi tape it.
Colors too.
Yeah. If you really want to do molds, they also have really thin candy molds that you can.
I usually don't even make them this thick. I usually make them as thin as I can so that I can stretch the bar as far as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a secret about those though? No matter what, when they get them, they end up being smashed in pieces anyway because the roller that they go through. So it's almost like totally not even worth I used to do it too, I'm guilty. It's almost not worth your time and effort to do that and even spend the extra if it's not completely flat or weighs a little more. Because
And
when
if
they
you're
get
gonna
them,
mail
they're in pieces anyway, unfortunately. I learned that the hard way.
Mary, hold
Thank
up
you, guys.
your washi tape again. So even just a roll of washi tape can dress up an envelope. Scented or any scratch and sniff stickers that you have. Annette's holding up some washi tape. So Mary's holding up her envelope that she sealed with washi tape. Rubber stamps, write on it. Write your web address on the back. You never know whose hands it's crossing or passing through. There is so whatever color on it and say happy mail. I mean,
I was putting the scented stickers to seal them.
Yeah.
Hoping that the mailman would like sniff it, and I'm pretty sure I taught him sniffing it.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So we are, gosh, at the top of the hour. And for those of us that haven't been to bed yet, we probably should end this so that we can get some sleep. And I'm excited for September. I am so excited. One last thing I'm going to leave you with. If you have, how many of you have a blank, okay, how many of you use a planner? I know in 2020 planners have become a smidge obsolete, but okay, you use a planner. How many of you track your sales on a daily basis on a planner? Okay, less hands than planner. But you have a calendar of some sort that you can use as a tracking device. What I want you to do is every day when you wake up, I want you to log into your workstation. I want you to write down the numbers that come up on your dashboard every day. I want to do this for the month of September because September is going to be the best month Scentsy has ever had, and it's going to be something that you can use in the future to determine what an amazing month looks like. So your PRV, if it's $1,000 on the first day of the month, you are tracking that number and you will have that to look back on for all awesome months and all months going forward. So every morning when you wake up, I want you to log into your workstation and write down what your PRV, your TWV, your GWV is, and how many active frontline you have every day for the month of September. Okay? I'm going to quiz you next week. I want to see who's doing it. I want to see who has done 7 days of tracking their numbers. Okay. All right. Awesome. You guys are fabulous. Congratulations to all of you on an awesome August and a rockin' September. I can't wait to see what the month brings. Bye guys.